Okay, so on the topic of frustrated teams then, should we turn our attention to Arsenal? Because 0-0 draw with Forest, unexpected goals, 2.1 to 0.34. At the same time, it does feel like the last month and a half, Arsenal have been all over the place. They've had games where they've put up quite a lot in attack, but then given up quite a lot at the back. Then toothless matches like this and against Liverpool.
These teams are tired. This time of year, everybody is tired. And we talk about it over and over again, but then we lose sight of it. When you get fatigued, it's harder to score goals. It's easier to defend, which is what we've seen across the league for the last month. Then they also had the midweek competition that, they went after it for real, and Chelsea did a pretty big rotation there. 4-1 against Villa. They had a 2-1 against Brighton back at Christmas time, a 3-2 away at Bournemouth, which wasn't great, a 0-0 against Liverpool, and kind of a dreadful match, but it was fine. These aren't bad results. Everybody else, again, as we look around, Arsenal are picking up points, even though they haven't had a good run, because everybody else is Arsenal built themselves to kind of survive this period of time. They have had injuries. They're starting to come back. We might even see Havertz for real soon. Gabi Jesus is back, sort of scruffling around. I don't know. People have too high of expectations.
So I agree with this. What you're saying is mostly what I've been thinking over the weekend. Now, obviously, personnel was an issue for this game. If you've got Calafiori or Nkapie, then you probably get Martinelli off the touchline a bit more. What you were talking about before with going really hard in the Carabao Cup in midweek, that is part of the criticism here. In this game, you're playing away against Dyche's Forest, and you run out Martinelli, Gyökeres, Madueke as a front line, which is in quality perfectly good, but in style, it does seem like an odd matchup for the occasion, especially when you've got Timber playing as the left back. I don't know, that going full strength of the Carabao Cup to me does feel like all this stuff about Arsenal not winning enough trophies under Arteta has made Arteta a little bit deranged, because no Arsenal fan cares about the Carabao Cup. You don't need to go that hard in the first leg of a two-legged semi-final away at Chelsea. It seems like the priorities are a little bit off there. Everyone else just cares about the Premier League.
Counterpoint, Premier League looks okay. Sure. They were very dominant in this game. They win it 70% or more of the time, right?
Sure.
Maybe 75%. That's a lot. It doesn't happen that often. They have locked up one of the top two spots in the Champions League, basically. It's very unlikely that they lose it. And they've got Kairat. I don't agree that he picked the right 11 for this matchup, but they did have great process behind it. Are we going to evaluate them on process? Or are we going to evaluate them on outcomes?
Yeah. Okay. So this was kind of my point of the weekend, which is Martinelli feels like the wrong fit for this game. At the same time, Martinelli had 0.7 XG in the first half alone. I'm broadly okay with that. And I also think that people are underestimating the difficulty of the league. Okay, right, because there are no gimmies in the Premier League. There are just none. And I think Arsenal will probably win the league because they've got a big lead and they're the best team, but it's hard to run away with it when basically every game is losable, which it is right now, right? You go away to Forest, it's not an easy ride.